So tennis and golf were regarded as elite sports, but over the last few years, it has grown recreationally to be a love of many. Many people get involved in playing tennis now, so we want to get into it and find out what playing tennis is like. What are the basics? Can anyone play tennis? So today I'll be exploring tennis with one of my good friends, Nashika Adu. Okay, now I've known you for a while now, but at what point in your life did you decide that, nah, I need to start playing tennis?
I don't think I had the option of deciding, but I was about 10 then, and my dad used to play. Like, he started playing because he had a heart condition, and the doctor said he needed to pick up exercise. So I think he had a friend who played tennis, and then he just decided to choose tennis. But I want to believe my dad was stingy, because instead of him to pay ball boys, he didn't. He decided he's gonna go with me to become a ball girl. And that's obviously the first time I got introduced to the game. And one day when he was preparing to hit at home, because we have a wall at home, I just picked his rackets and I started doing everything that I see them doing. And that was when he was like, damn, you play so well. And the fact that you were able to do that without, being taught, you're gonna play tennis. And also it was around a time where Venus was playing in the Wimbledon, so it felt cool and okay to see a black girl on the screen doing the same thing. So it kind of brought a bit of hope, if I could say. And that's how I started.
So all the while doing university grammar, you're playing tennis?
Oh, of course.
I know. Did you play for school?
You don't play tennis in
Actually, you don't play tennis in high school, right?
But the thing is that I used to come to school late every day, and I was a class prefect as well. And I was coming to school late because I always have to go train at the stadium before coming to school. And I usually used to leave school very early. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I didn't know
Throughout.
And at the time too, it wasn't a sport for women. It's still not a sport for women, is it? Or a lot of women are getting into it now. Tennis.
Oh my God! For some time now, I'm not sure whether I think it's social media and TikTok and the paddle craze. A lot of people are getting into tennis because people are finding people are getting bored and they're trying to find activities to get into because there's literally nothing to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've realized that the interest in tennis has grown a lot more, in the recent years.
So now, would you say that more women are playing? Let's say 30 to 40% of women are playing tennis now, or is still a lower number?
No. So socially, it's a higher number. Socially, you have more women coming into tennis. At first, it used to be just the men playing, but now you have more women playing. The only thing is that professionally, we're still on the low side when it comes to girls' participation in the actual difficult tennis training. Yeah. So. Yeah, but socially, the number of women playing tennis has increased it's crazy.
Do we have a female national team?
We do have a female national team.
I never knew that.
We do. I've been in the national team. I mean, when I was younger, I played in the national team, and then I represented my country, and then I played in the WTAs. Yes.
She's playing in the WTAs. Wow. Okay. So in total, how many years would you say now? 20 years. So well over almost 20 years. Playing.
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the tennis go-to kit.
Yep.
So you have your sneakers, your shorts. I think our tennis is that the women look very, very, very attractive and beautiful.
We have to.
Why is it that people wear? Why is it a short skirt?
I mean, you're wearing shorts, and I think that we just wear something that we feel comfortable and move easily in, and. I mean, we're an elite sport. We have to show up for it.
It's an elite sport, didn't I tell you? Anyway, so we're going to get on the court and we're going to learn the basics.
Absolutely.
Right, I'm ready. I've been playing for 2 months now. I've been inconsistent, but I might just know a thing or two about tennis.
Okay.
Shall we get
Are you ready?
Yes, please.
But you would have to warm up to start.
You need to warm up?
Yes, I'm going to watch you warm up though.
I'm going to follow your lead. So what do I do?
You're following my lead?
Yes. So I should jog?
Yes.
I'm going to jog?
Yeah, so just one round. And then we'll stretch together.
Yes, ma'am. Now, Am I warmed up properly?
Yes, to some extent, yes.
Do I need to do some stretches?
Yes, we will do some stretches when we get to the court. Just a few stretches, and then we'll do like the tennis warm up on the tennis court itself.
Okay. I'm looking at your rackets and I'm thinking mine is definitely a beginner's racket, isn't it?
Absolutely.
How can you tell? I don't know how you are able to tell. How do you know mine is beginners?
Usually it's what's the substance, as in what it's made of, the racket head size, the weight is very important as well. The grip size is also very important. So these are things that affect your play, and the way the frame of the racket was built, including the strings. These are all the things that affect how you play. So you'd find that people who play a lot of spin will go for a specific racket because it helps them generate more spin, and people who go for flats use a different racket because so there's power, there's spin, there's racket head speed. And the lighter the racket or the heavier the racket, it all has a role to play in how your ball, goes over to the other side of it.
That's a lot of English.
No, but okay. So basically, what I'm saying is that the type of racket you have can that affects your play. So professional players choose rackets based on their style of play and what they want to achieve with the ball. So we're going down now. So just go elbows to the side and then move. So you always want to start your workouts with dynamic movement, not static. You get it? So you move. Okay, so a few more and then we can come up. Okay, and then we can just do a bit of the hip workout. Okay. And then 2 more. And then we go here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, these are my favorite ones. So 1, and then just bring it back, and 2. Make sure it's stretching all the way, and keep the arm stretched all the time. Okay,
we're good to go.
We're good to go. High five.
Let's go. That's great tennis.
Okay, so usually in tennis you have. These are training balls, and usually they are the lemon green or like the green balls. And then you have these, which usually is called a stage 3 ball or a red ball.
Okay.
And these are for kids, and usually they are for like actual beginners. And sometimes at the academy, we use it to start adult players as well, because it helps them learn it faster. Because this one's pressure, it's not pressure, something has to do with pressure, but it's less.
Okay.
Simply means that it's softer to touch.
Ooh.
And the bounce is, so you see, yep, and then look at that bounce. See, yeah, and this one is harder as well.
Yeah.
So, but for today, since you said you've already played for 2 months,
so we can
use this training balls.
Beyond beginner.
So wrap your, yes, good, perfect. And now relax the wrist. The wrist always lags behind, like this.
Okay.
If you do like this, you'll be playing like an old man who was born in like 1970.
Yes, ma'am.
The wrist always lags behind, and you keep it very flexible, okay? Okay, don't open the wrist. No, don't do that. So keep it together and just let your arm is too stiff.
Okay.
Relax your arm. So whatever we do, just keep it flexible, okay? So now you're gonna face me. Using the, if I'm gonna be on that side of the court, but what you do is, okay. So we're gonna do, you can face me here. You can face me. So with the same grip, you're just gonna open the racket facing up in front of your body, and then you're gonna just lift the ball. So you have to lift the ball. So you have to go down, lift the ball for it to bounce in front of me. That's your goal. So something like this.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's go. You didn't do. So it has to bounce in front of me. So control. Yeah. So let's go. Nice. So now we're gonna rally with it. Okay. So now like this, it has to bounce in front of me. You have to control it so that I can be able to hit it back to you. Perfect. And then let's go. Good. Okay. You've changed the grip.
I'm sorry.
So let's get ready. Open the racket face. Good. And then let's go. So 1. And this simply means that you're already rallying, but I can say that I can call this a mini rally. Okay. But move your feet. Go to where the ball is going. You're pushing me. You have to go underneath the ball so that you can raise it. Good. So you don't push me.
Sorry.
Now,
I'm getting too excited.
tennis is a gentleman's game. So even though you're playing to win, it's assumed that you're supposed to play in order for your opponent to be able to play back to you. And that is why, I don't know how much tennis you watch, but if you play and then it hits the net and then it bounces shorter than where it's supposed to go, usually the one who played the ball apologizes. You get it? So what you're trying to do is you want to be able to play to me so I can play to you. And always keep that in mind. Okay, so let's do a few more and we'll do it over the net. So 1, good. 2, okay. 3.
I'm getting too excited.
But you're doing really well. I like it. Okay, so see how when I'm going to play, I have my left foot stepping forward a little. Good, that's it. So the left, sorry. Now I got too excited. Left foot step forward every time and I take it back after hitting. So left foot and then you take it back. You keep pushing me to the net, so let me stay within the space, okay?
I think I'm fighting for.
And then I still have your racket head is too low. I want it to be on your side, so like that. Perfect. Simply means you need to bend down and go down, so you don't use now you're swinging, don't swing. Okay? Nice.
Feels like child's play, but
yeah. But you're doing really well because a lot of people can't rally like this and control. And if you can control this small space, you can do like the bigger space. So it's always good to be able to control. Okay? Okay, now let's move with it a bit. Okay? So let's rotate. Let's see how you're gonna do. So we're rotating.
"24 years of playing tennis."
Yes.
Right. Now, what can tennis teach anybody, or what has tennis taught you?
I think the first thing that tennis taught me was or is resilience and discipline. And I think that has been with me since the very first day I started playing. I realized that anything I put my mind to, even now, I have the discipline to do it. Like, even if it's my personal workouts or work or just anything, like the discipline, you cannot, like I would not trade that for anything. And the resilience. Sometimes you don't realize that it's teaching you these things until you find yourself in like situations or challenges and you're able to, stay put and go through it and come out and you're like, how did I do this? And then you can look back and be like, okay, I learned these things here and it's been always a part of me because, I'm a competitive player. So like that mentality is always there. So, and I think the bonus part is fitness.
Fitness.
Yes. Like the bonus parts that people don't, and you see, that's why I like to get lots of like younger kids into tennis or into sports very early. You need to cultivate that lifestyle where growing up you understand that fitness, workouts, and sports, like that activity, is a part of your life. It's not something you start doing because the doctor said, oh, you need to start exercising. No, this has to be who you are. Like your identity has to be part of taking care of your whole body, mind, body, soul, everything together. Yeah.
You mentioned discipline, and I can relate. I started 2 months ago, and I haven't been consistent. It's
Yes.
very tough. I prefer going to the gym than because this is very. You need endurance.
Yes.
You need endurance, right?
Yeah.
So, what would you say are the basic skills that a person needs to play tennis apart from discipline? The discipline is very important, and you also have to be fit.
Yes.
It
So
will make you fit. It's a byproduct.
I mean, it will make you fit, but the thing about sports is, I think you just have to be willing, because we always have this argument sometimes with my friends where it's like, oh, which sports is more difficult, which sports that requires like a lot of physical conditioning. Every sport requires physical conditioning. It's just that sometimes you need more strength on one side, you need endurance on this side, you need like speed on one side. But the part is, you need to be willing. You have to have a willing heart and an open mind, knowing that physical conditioning is a major part of what you're coming to do. It doesn't mean that you have to do everything. You can also be a leisure player. Like there's so many what I'll call social players who come to the court. They're not doing much of physical conditioning, but they are consistent. So the movements on the court, hitting the ball, all of these drills and workouts actually give them a very fit, body, or probably they meet their fitness goals. So I'll say that for social players, for grown-ups, you don't have to worry too much. Just have a willing heart, have a very consistent routine, because it's very important, and I think you'll be good.
And you didn't say that it's an elite sport, because it is. A lot of people have the mentality that you have to be a certain kind of person to play tennis. You have to have some money on you to buy even these basic stuff. Is it really expensive to start learning how to play tennis? I
think every sport can be expensive, but there are also alternatively less expensive ways of getting your gear, and there are so many options for you. You actually don't need all of that money. I think the money comes in when you want to keep up with the new release, the models, and you're upgrading your game, and you're like, okay, now I need a specific racket, and it has to be like, maybe I want to improve on my spin and my disc, and now you want a specific racket that does that for you. Then you probably spend a few more bucks than usual. But I think in general, playing tennis in Ghana is about membership for the facility and then paying a tennis coach, and you can always find like alternative prices for footwears, apparels, everything. So I think, and even in our academy, for instance, we try to soak it off a bit for people. So we have like lots of adults rackets, a lot of kids rackets. You can come in without equipment, and as we train you, once we find out your style of play, we can recommend where to buy a racket. So we kind of cushion it a bit for you in the the beginning stages. Yeah.
Do you sweat at all? I was no challenge for you. Look at me, and I see not a drop of sweat on you.
I'm sweating because it's hot.
You're not even sweating. Are you sweating?
I am, because it's hot.
Look at me.
So this is not even like, I can't even. This is literally a walk in the park. Like we have it.
Also, walk in the park.
Also because I work out a lot. Like I do a lot of workouts. I do tennis, I do boxing, I do Pilates, I hike, I run, I walk. And recently I started aerial yoga, and I started pole dancing as well.
You did pole dancing?
And I literally started like calisthenics as well. Yes.
Why don't you do?
Because I love to move my body. Like I love moving my body. Like I love fixes.
And you're quite modest. You were telling me that it wasn't the WCA, it was the ITF.
It was actually the ITF that I played, the Futures. Yes.
And on campus, you played for school?
Oh, first of all, I got a scholarship to University of Ghana, and I played in every tournament. I played, from inter-halls, bilateral games, Ghana University games, international games. I think is the F something. I'm bad with abbreviations. I won gold medals in every competition. And I think in 2018, during the Ghana University Games in Tamale, I got the most medals female most medals, and that got me the Sportswoman of the Year VC Awards.
Why are you not playing? Why are you not representing us now?
See, let me tell you something. Like, I retired from professional tennis play in 2014.
Why?
I didn't have sponsorship then, I didn't have funds then. And come on, it's life. We're growing up. Like, you can't, like, if there's no money to fund what you're doing, you're growing up. Like, you can't stay there. Like, you have to, you have to, like, and it was a very tough decision, to be honest, because you have to come home, you have to try to, like, let go of something that you've been wishing for or literally dreaming your whole life. And now you have to figure out, what do I do next? And that's what brought me to setting up a tennis academy in Ghana. Like,
Ace Tennis Academy.
Ace Tennis Academy.
Tell me about it briefly. If you can tell me, how many kids do you have? How many kids have you trained? What's the future looking like for Ace Tennis?
So Ace Tennis started at Skolebu, and we quickly grew to, I think in 2020 we grew to having 3 branches, and we've had so since the academy started, we've had tennis clinics, tennis training with charity homes, orphanages. We've had national events that we've done. We've sponsored some of the ITF junior tournaments in 2018 and 19. So we've done a lot. Overall, we've interacted with over 3,000 kids or youth and adults throughout all our programs, from clinics to whatever. We've had, like, girls programs, whatever. And now we have structured intensive training programs at the academy for kids who want to do recreational and kids who want to pursue a professional tennis career. Currently this year, in fact, just last month, 3 of our kids participated in the ITF tennis the World Junior Championships at Botiman, and 2 of them got points, and it was your first world ranking. So yes, like, that was impressive, and I was actually quite happy about it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And you tell me about her Power 3 Sports.
Yeah.
It's your foundation.
Yes.
Okay.
So her Power 3 Sports is an initiative under Africa Tennis Connect, and the reason why we have Africa Tennis Connect, in fact, Africa Tennis Connect is more like what's the word? The word is not coming, but basically, Ace Tennis is the umbrella foundation that we have all our initiatives, including Ace Tennis Academy. And the idea is to connect people or the youth with opportunities, and mainly youth from marginalized communities in Ghana. So basically, we have 2 major programs, which is Street Tennis and Her Power 3 Sports. Her Power 3 Sports is made up of young teen leaders who are basically peers who actually organize, manage, and run their own programs. So it's a leadership program that uses tennis as their community outreach to affect the lives of young people in marginalized communities. So we've been interacting with Newtown, Jamestown, and Agege, and these are the 3 places they've been doing their outreaches, and it has been amazing. And recently we had in collaboration with Lincoln Community School, and we did a project in Jamestown that was very successful. Yes. And then we have street tennis. Street tennis I'm actually very excited for, because street tennis for me is something I feel like it's just one of the major solutions I'm coming up with to solve the problem we have in terms of, like, trying to identify talents, train them, and feed them into the national program. And street tennis is basically redefining the rules of tennis, moving it away from these elite spaces and taking it into the homes, the streets, the communities, making it more like an urban sport, so more fun. And we use the red ball, so it's like it won't hurt anyone in case balls are flying over with kids and everything. That way we can integrate the game into the communities and get more people playing. That's basically what street tennis is.
That's amazing.
And then it's been received so well. Like, it's amazing. Like, everywhere we've been to, the kids were excited, they played, the parents are like, hey, listen, we love this is something we want to have as a community program. So I'm excited for it.
And finally, we know that when it comes to Ghana, the red, gold and green, we've had world champions in boxing, we've gone to the World Cup with football, we've done a lot, even with athletics. But tennis, we don't have a world champion yet, right?
I mean, we don't have a world champion yet.
Are you looking for a world champion soon?
To be honest, you see,
There's a future bright for Ghana.
Let me tell you something. The future can be bright.
It can be.
But if we don't invest, if the corporate companies, the government is not investing in tennis, trust me, with the current situation, we're not looking at any bright future. And I'm not even joking. Like, these are conversations we've been having, like, every week, and it's just sad. We have so many talents. They don't have management. There's no money in the system. There's always corruption when it comes to choosing players, selecting players for Davis Cup, Billie Jean's Cup. There's always drama. And aside the drama, there is no money. So it just makes everything worse. And you have players that are so passionate and they really love it. So I'm sorry, but until we have people who are willing to properly invest, I can tell you for a fact that nothing is going to change.
Well, looking at the bright side, we have you. You're training young kids in tennis. So we'll look forward to a bright future some way, somehow.
Yeah.
And we're wishing you all the best.
Thank
Tennis
you.
Academy, and you, Nash, enjoying yourself. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thank you too. Thank you so much for having
And
me.
I look forward for my second lesson.
Absolutely. You're really good.
You can drill.
Oh no,
Beautiful.
I haven't even started.
You're still watching the Attitude Show. Stay with us.